Hi, this is Rory.
And Tony from No Use for a Name, and you're watching Tribal Area DVD Magazine.
So we got a shitload of songs to play for you guys tonight. We're gonna play all of our songs.
Every song.
You don't have to request anything, because we're gonna play all of them.
It's like 6.5 hours of songs.
As long as I turn around and see a Red Bull and vodka sitting on top of my amp, fresh, I'll be able to play a million songs for you guys. You guys ready for 1 million songs?
Yeah, we do. Think that. And people generally just like it a lot. Some people say it's our best record. Maybe that's a stretch. I don't know. You know, people say, oh, well, I think Leche Con Carne is your best record or something like that. But, you know, those people were also 17 or 18 back then. And they're very happy, and now they're miserable 35-year-olds. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So it's kind of hard to say.
For this record, I think the band as a whole had a good time making the record. We had a different experience, very smooth. It was different because we did our last 5 albums at Motor Studios, and now we got to do this one at the Blasting Room, which is a whole new experience and just smooth, and it was a good time. So.
Monday morning you woke up crying. The outcome of a stupid line. Step us a podcast on the street.
He's a really nice guy, and he's very forward. You know, he was very helpful with everything, to vocals, to mixes, to songs, everything. So working with him was really the greatest thing ever, because he was just such a good person.
It was a real breath of fresh air for us all, because we had been, I wouldn't say stuck in a rut, but doing the same thing, and the band really needed to jump over and do something new, different, and fresh. And it really felt that. Every day we were in the studio, it felt good that we knew we were doing the right thing, we made the right decision.
Tuesday night you're in a fight, the same old argument, black and white. Something that's eating you inside.
Not anymore. I mean, there was a time maybe, but you know, everybody's heard the name, so yeah. If you haven't caught on by now, then you probably never will.
I think everyone just associates us with Fat Records. It's kind of one and the same at this point. All the albums are on Fat Records, and that's just kind of where we're at with it. And I don't think it would do this band any good at this point to jump over to a major label. I couldn't even imagine how it would be, but.
Mike Leonard, bring me a Red Bull and vodka, you fucking asshole. The devil on your shoulder gives you strength and paranoia. A countless times you call up you.
Well, I think the band's always had some political content to it, always, you know. But I think that over the years that being political has become more popular. But then again, as you know, like when you get older, you concern yourselves more with these things. But I don't think that it's something that necessarily needs to be involved, you know, in music, anything like that, to send out a certain message or anything like that. It should be entertaining. But if you have, you know, something to say about something, you know, go ahead and say it. There's a lot of bands out there that write lyrics that I think that are just so contrived in the way that they don't really care about what they're saying, more like they just want to say something because they don't have anything to say.
What do you think? I just play the drums fast.
Rory Kopp on the drum, motherfuckers! Look at that shit!
No, because my friends and family live there, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I think that's kind of like a weird way to think, you know? Like, look at Canada's health system and Europe's health system is so much better, but nobody leaves, you know what I mean? It's like, well, then go ahead and leave then, you know? I mean, I'm going to stay there. I love America. I don't like its government, but I love where I live. Yeah. I love the land, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I don't like the way it's run. So people going, Canada's so much better, then move to fucking Canada then, you know what I mean? I haven't seen anybody do it yet. Everybody talks about it. I haven't seen one person do it yet. You know what I mean? Yeah. I haven't seen anyone do it yet.
Until the end of time, to always be there by your side. Never fucking conditions you abuse.
No. Obviously, that we'll have a new president in this year or January or whatever.
New Year.
And that can't be a bad thing. I mean, you can't get any worse. So right now we could use a dog as a president or a cat, and it would be better. You can't get worse than George Bush, right? Can you get worse than that? Well, you guys have had worse leaders than George Bush. But that's not even funny, actually, really. But you know what I mean. But you laughed. I didn't. But you have. And but George Bush is the worst leader we've ever had.
So any change is what America is willing to have right now. They just want change. People really want it.
Either way, I think that if as long as it's not John McCain, we're okay.
Go Dave! Looking good, dude.
Playing music, my family. That's it.
Yeah, family, playing good shows,
Heaters, sweaters and scarves,
umbrellas,
snow caps.
earmuffs.
You always wanna leave, you never wanna stay, 'cause you're thinking you drink too much and you will lose it. Drinking security away.
Punk is doing whatever you want to do without any reservations. Anything that you want to do. It's not a mohawk, obviously, because
That
you
shit's expensive.
could see those in the mall. Is it a fashion statement, I guess? But to me, it's more not even a lifestyle. It's just doing whatever the hell you want, whenever you want to do it.
What that means you'll never ever. What that means you'll never ever. What that means you'll never have a clue.
All right, Mike Leonard, paging Mike Leonard to the stage, please. Red Bull and vodka, please, Mike Leonard.
When I turned 30. Serious, that was the day. That was it. I had things going on in my life. I said, oh, okay, I'm mature now. I'm an adult. I have to deal with certain things. Yeah, just like that. I knew when I became mature. But I mean, that doesn't mean I have to always be mature. I just felt like that's when it was.